Hi everyone, welcome to this amazing YouTube day fully dedicated to men's well-being. I'm Adrian Truța, but you can call me Adi, and I will be your host for the day. I'm originally from Romania, but currently living in the UK. What about you? Where are you guys watching from? Let us know in the live chat. Now, let me tell you a secret. Men love essential oils too. I know that for a fact, because I use them every day, so do our fantastic speakers. We are starting our day with a presentation from Dr. George Bob on his everyday doTERRA products, particularly the supplements he cannot live without. Dr. George, the stage is yours.
Do you struggle to build your supplements daily routine? Or do you feel overwhelmed guessing what the best time to take a certain supplement is and which one to prioritize? Hi, I'm George, and today I'm going to share my daily routine with you. Probably you already know a lot about the products, but sometimes we feel like we want to take all of them at the same time and we have no idea how to combine them and which one to prioritize. As a medical doctor who unfortunately was a patient for a long time, I decided to focus my practice on endocrinology, nutrition, and food intolerance. I spent the last 8 years of my career helping people to fill in the nutrition and hormone gaps using mainly natural methods and supplements. You probably wonder why I made this my passion, but I really have my reason. In my teenage years, I suffered from a very severe allergy, and I was treated with a lot of corticosteroids for a long period of time. At the beginning, I was pretty active, but with time and also stress during my education, I kind of lost myself and gained a lot of weight. Today, I'm proud I've lost 84 kilos, I'm a cancer survivor, and I'm on my way to lose another 25 kilograms. Instead of presenting you the products, today I've decided just to share how I personally use them and why we need supplements in general. Probably you're asking yourselves, but my grandmother didn't need supplements, why do I need them? And honestly, this is a very good point. But today, the air quality is not the same. The water quality is not the same. Food quality is not the same as before. Think about preservatives and hormones that the modern industry is using today. And don't forget the fact that we eat more and more processed food nowadays. What about our physical activity? Do you agree that we are not that active anymore? Today, we travel more. It doesn't matter if it's for business or for pleasure. The fact is that our body needs time to adapt with the climate, time difference, and food. What about the stress levels? We all know how important that is. So today, our needs are different. And that is why we need to combine everything together. Instead of just talking about the products, I've decided to show you how I use them on an everyday basis. I really love my morning routine and I've been doing it for more than 18 months now. A Lifelong Vitality Pack is a must-have combination of 3 absolutely incredible supplements. The first one is a complex of vitamins and minerals from real food. The second one is the complex of omega-3, 6, and 9. And the third one is called alpha-CRS. This one is honestly my favorite because it includes polyphenols, quercetin, coenzyme Q10, and ginkgo biloba as well. I take Lifelong Vitality twice a day with food to support my digestive and cardiovascular systems as well as healthy joint function. TerraZyme is a digestive enzymes complex. You can take it with or without food, but it really depends on what you are aiming to achieve. As part of my morning routine, I take one capsule with food to improve my stomach comfort and help the body to get the nutrients from the food. As my breakfast is a protein smoothie, I love to add 2 drops of On Guard to support my immune and respiratory system. Here is the recipe for the smoothie. 150 grams of organic frozen berry mix, 300 ml of cold water, 2 drops On Guard, and 1 serving of plant-based protein powder. I personally prefer doTERRA's, but feel free to use any another product as doTERRA's is not available in Europe yet. You can also add 30 grams of fresh or frozen avocado just to balance the macros. I don't honestly add any fats as I'm trying to lower my calorie intake. A top tip that I'd like to share is that you can actually open the VMZ capsule and add it to the smoothie if you are struggling with the size of the capsule. Feel free to take a screenshot of this slide and don't forget to start your lifelong vitality pack gradually. It's a very good idea to start with taking just 1 capsule of each twice a day for a week, and then of course you can build up to the full dosage. My lunchtime routine is slightly different. I take my second dose of lifelong vitality with my lunch as it gives me a lot of energy and I honestly don't want that before going to bed. The first difference is here. As my lunch is usually a high protein salad, I take 2 capsules of TerraZyme. Sometimes, if my lunch is rich, I would take even 3 capsules. When it comes to my afternoons, things are a little more complicated, but not too much, don't you worry. This is when I take 2 capsules TerraZyme with no food to help my body improve its cleansing performance. Here I also take 1 capsule of PBSS Plus to support my digestive and immune systems with this amazing probiotic formula. If I'm not planning to work out on that specific day, I will take 2 capsules Mito Max to support my energy levels and of course to skip my afternoon coffee. However, if I'm planning to work out, I would prefer to split that dosage and take 1 capsule first and another one before my workout to support my stamina and my metabolic adaptation for diverse activities. During the day, I like to take 1 capsule deep blue polyphenol complex as well to support the function of my liver. On workout days, I take it immediately after to help the body speed up the recovery process and to support muscles and joint comfort. The sweet and woody aroma of balance really makes me feel well, so well, and I like using it every single day. I like to put 2 drops on the bottom of my feet before workout or 2 drops on my chest after. I also like to diffuse it in the car when I travel. During the day, I use Deep Blue Rub when I have had tension, but I always apply it on my chest before workout to open airways and have a little energy kick. After workout and shower, I use it on joints, shoulders, lower back, and the muscle group that I trained. You can quickly take a screenshot of how a rest day looks like, and the next slide is actually how a workout day looks like. As I mentioned earlier, I take Mito Max and apply Deep Blue Rub as my pre-workout routine, but I also try to drink more water during the day, adding 1-2 drops of lemon essential oil. Part of my post-workout routine is doTERRA's plant-based protein powder, and again Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex and Deep Blue Rub. I know how important evenings are, and this is what I do to make them even better. In order to support better and quicker digestion, I take 2 capsules digestive enzyme complex with food. For cell and recovery support, I also take 1 capsule deep blood polyphenol complex before bed, 2 drops of frankincense essential oil to my face moisturizer, as this is a very special technique. When you apply it to your face, you actually have 2 actions in one go. This is how we benefit from the topical application and the aroma at the same time. Immediately after, it's time for my favorite lavender. I put 2 drops on my pillow and I dilute 1 drop in fractionated coconut oil for my feet to promote calm and relaxed feelings. It's time for you to take a screenshot, and then I will take another few minutes to talk about 3 very important habits. The healthy habits for life. This is how I call them. One of the most important habits is to stay hydrated. I know it's not easy, but I found that adding 1 drop of lemon essential oils to every glass of water helped me to achieve my daily target. And this is how to calculate your personal water intake target. Just multiply your body weight in kilograms by 30. That is because we need 30 ml of water for every kilogram of body weight. So if your body weight, for example, is 50 kg, then the result would be 1500 ml or 1.5 liter of water per day. There is another thing to remember, and that's the maximum amount per day. I don't recommend more than 3.5 liters daily. The second habit is the fasting rule. It's recommended to form a 12 hours gap between your dinner and your breakfast. This is good for our digestive and endocrine systems. The last one is about the time between each meal. Try not to eat for 4 hours after every snack or meal. And this is another technique to help your digestive and endocrine system. I know that the amount of information that I've just given you is a little too much. And that's why I've created the next 2 slides so you can take a screenshot for later. On the first one, you can see a typical workout day. And the second one is going to show you how a rest day looks like. I hope that the information I shared today has been useful, and I really hope that I've been able to answer questions that you might have had regarding the supplements. Thank you very much for your time and have a lovely day.
Thank you. What a fantastic and insightful talk, George. I also can't live without LLV and TerraZyme. What about you? Do you have any doTERRA supplements that you absolutely love? Let us know in the chat. Next, we will hear from Niall and Sergio to find out what their wellness routine looks like. From exercise and recovery to precious tips to use with your family, this is a talk you don't want to miss.
Hi everybody, my name is Niall and you're very welcome to today's Men's Wellbeing panel. I'm joined here with my good friend Sergio, and we're going to share lots of tips and different advice on how we use about essential oils throughout the day. So it's very important to start off the day really well, and Sergio's got some fantastic morning routines going on in the morning time. So Sergio, do you want to tell us a little bit more about your morning ritual?
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Sergio. I'm from Romania. I'm a doTERRA Diamond leader, and I'm a project manager in construction. I also do NLP, and I'm a master practitioner in there. And I'm very, very pleased to be here to meet again with Niall and be here in front of you and talk about my morning routine. So basically when I start over the day, the very first thing that I do is I go over to the kitchen and get a big glass of water, which in which I add some lemon, and because this would help me refresh my day and refresh my body. It will help me get in good mood and energizes my body in the morning. Also, it helps my metabolism to get started, so it just wakes me up actually. It also helps my blood circulation. So and right after that, I go and take my rosemary bottle of oil, and I just put 1 drop of rosemary under my tongue because I want to have a clear head for over the day. Because like everybody, we all have lots of stuff to do and lots of tasks waiting for us over the day, right? But sometimes I must tell you that I replace lemon in water with grapefruit. I love the grapefruit aroma, and this is really good for detoxing my body. It's also energizing my body like the lemon does. If I feel tired, it helps me get up and running for the day. And sometimes I use it as whenever I feel the need for sweets, I just add a drop of grapefruit in my water, and I just get rid of that. So, and then what happens, because I'm a morning guy and I'm a guy that gets set for the day in the morning. Most of my routine happens in the morning. I got lots of stuff that I do over there. After I meditate, I go and take a shower, or I meditate, or I do my stretching, or I exercising, and then I go and take a shower. I use the doTERRA spa gel, and for that I love the aroma that it have, the citric aroma. It energizes my body. I love it because it's all natural products, and I can feel it in my body, because I don't need to eliminate so many toxins for after using so much time these oils. What else I do is I get my coffee, and I, depending on my mood, I use peppermint to make coffee or cardamom oil. So peppermint, which gives me a really fresh and going coffee in the morning, so I can be ready for all the challenges that I can get in today. Sometimes I use cardamom because I really enjoy the taste, and it just takes me in a good mood. So it depends on the day. I'm just listening to my body, what my body is telling me in the morning. This is what happens in the house, at home, before I leave the house. And then I got some other routine stuff that I'm doing over the day. But Niall, why don't you tell us about your morning routine? I'm sure you have some tips and tricks for us also.
Yeah, well, so many of them are similar to yourself, Sergio, and I'm here in Cork in Ireland, and I've been a wellness advocate with doTERRA for many years now. But from the very beginning, when I started using the products, one of my very favorites was Deep Blue. And I think it's nearly everybody's favorite. So I would do a lot of running. I've run a lot of marathons in my time. So I love using the Deep Blue after my training, really, because it just helps me to recover. Now, I share the Deep Blue with a lot of people as well. So it's great for, a lot of injuries, just dealing with any niggles and pains, just to help support pain in that area. But what I love about it is that, especially if people are doing a lot of training, what I found myself was that using the Deep Blue right after training, it just really helped me to recover so that I could get going again the following day. And I have ended up sharing the Deep Blue now with some other elite level athletes. I'm not at an elite level by any means, but I do have one Olympic athlete who lives close by to me, and she loves using the Deep Blue for that purpose. And it, what really gives me pleasure to give her that to her is that because I know it's safe for her as well. Because the Deep Blue Rub is contained within what's called the cologne list. And this is like a safe list of products for athletes to use so that they know they're not going to be, getting any issues with any, any drug checks or anything like that, because it's all checked, all the product is checked and it's pure and it's natural. So it's safe for her to use. So that gives me great confidence in sharing that with her, and especially when that keeps her recovery, really good so that she can train at her top level as well. So before I do some exercise, I love using air. And the air is known as the respiratory blend, and it really just opens up my airways. It just helps me to breathe better. I love to get out exercising early in the morning time as well. So it just helps to wake me up, opens up those airways. It helps me just to take in more oxygen and to process that oxygen better so that I can train that little bit better as well and make the most of that time as well. So that's one of the other things, but so many other things. It's amazing to hear it very similar to you as well. I love using the lifelong vitality as well. I love that every day. I vary the amounts that I take on that throughout the year. I might use a little bit more during the winter time and a little bit less during the summertime, but then I might use a little bit more while I'm in maybe like a heavy training program as well. But then I love using the others like the Mito 2 Max for giving that extra energy boost as well, especially when I might be training for an event or I might be feeling a little lethargic, a little tired. The Mito 2 Max is a great one to give me an extra boost of energy. So you've got some great tips and tricks, Sergio. Have you got some other things that you use throughout the day when you leave the house, or what do you do there?
Well, sure. It's great. I'm gonna get something from one of the tricks that you just told us, and I think I'm gonna start using them. Actually, after I use the house, depending on the day that's waiting for me, I have my favorite oil, which is Balance, and I use it as my perfume. This is basically the oil that I carry every day with me, everywhere, and I use it the most. But sometimes when I feel that I'm overwhelmed by too many emails or cell phones or other tasks that I was not planning, I use Motivate, and I also enjoy its perfume. So these are the oils that I usually carry with me. Sometimes I also do Adaptive. I love these roll-ons because they're not too big. You can carry them in your pocket, and they can be everywhere with you to help you go through the day. So this is what I basically do. Also, I carry everywhere with me. I have it in my car. I have the On-Guard hand sanitizing mist, which was really good, especially considering the days that we've been through, the times that we've been through in the last couple of years. So I have it everywhere with me, and to help me protect my health and hands. And I also use the Deep Blue after some intense exercise to calm down my muscles. And I learned that it doesn't fit me to have it in the evening right before bedtime, because it gets my blood circulation, it stimulates my blood circulation a lot, so I cannot fall asleep fairly easy if I do this right before bedtime. I also have the peppermint beadlets that they can help me have fresh breath, and it's really good for digestion. If we take those beadlets, I take 1 or 2 beadlets depending on the situation, and I just break them and enjoy the flavor of the oils. This is pretty much what I do over the day. If I meet some people, I just talk about it, and they see me, what you're doing there with these roll-ons, and it's my perfume, and I'm helping. They help me calm down. and this is the way that I mostly share them with other people, because they get curious. They I think they like my energy, they like me, and they say, I would like to have something like that. I like the way it smells, because this perfume is very calming, especially the balance oil.
Yeah, I think it must be just it could be a male thing as well, but I love the balance and motivate as well. I carry them with me nearly every day. So I love using those. I would use both of them together sometimes as well. Just because I just love the smell of the motivate, and balance is great just to keep things calm as well. Especially as you said, throughout the last couple of years, there's been some stressful times. So
right, that's right.
Great. Yeah, so
that's right. So yeah, good. Exactly. We have the oils. I used to call balance the balance for mind and soul, as it helps balancing in between the two hemispheres of the brain, and it helps me a lot. I noticed myself that I'm a different person, and my friends and people around me just told me this, because it's been so many years since I used this as my perfume.
Wow, fantastic. Yeah, so maybe we should start talking about using them with kids, keeping other people calm. You've got kids, Sergio, right?
Yeah, I got 2 kids. How about you?
Yeah, I got one daughter. She's about 4.5 now. So I find I'm using the oils mainly with her in the morning time and in the evening time. So either my wife or I will use the oils with her. So, in the morning time, we love using the kids collection. We'd use the stronger on her, just to make sure her immune system is supported. And then in the evening time, I love using the oils as well. Again, the calmer from the kids collection is great. And she uses this herself. She gets to pick which one she uses. She might use the calmer, or I might use some frankincense on her feet, maybe some vetiver as well. And they're all diffusing in her bedroom as well. So she knows all about them. She's using them herself as well every day, and she loves them.
Yeah, I bet she does. I know my kids do the same. I mean, I have a daughter which is 12 and a son which is 8. So in case I forget any evening, me or my wife, we forget to turn on the diffuser. They have a whale diffuser, and in case we forget, they tell us, would you please turn on the diffuser? And we have the Serenity oil that we add into water. We have the En Garde, the protective blend that we're putting on their feet. And most important, every time we travel, just to make sure we have a peaceful and we are all enjoying the trip. Whenever we travel by car, I use the Tamer oil to rub on their belly. They love a lot more the flavor and the aroma that it has, the spearmint aroma, compared to the Zengest, which may not be so like my kids. They don't appreciate it that much, but they appreciate for traveling in car. And because it smells like it's the spearmint oil that you can smell inside the car. I also have the in-car diffuser, and I put in there. I have a small diffuser which is connected to the car electric, and which is diffusing their spearmint oil. Helps us stay fresh throughout during the whole trip. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. I've even picked up some more tips there from you on that. So moving on to the evening time, then you sound like you use most of the oils morning time. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm more of a morning guy. I like to set on my day and get ready for the day. So I have most of my rituals during the morning. So in the evening, I mostly take care of the kids and make sure that they get their oils and everything. And I just collapse. I thank for the day, and then I collapse.
Yeah, it's there's a lot there, and it's great that you've got everything set up for the day. And yeah, I suppose the last two that I would use at nighttime, and it's just to make sure that, you know, I get a good night's sleep. I used to struggle with my sleep for a while. This was many years ago, but now I sleep very, very well every night, pretty much every night, unless it's interrupted by somebody else running into the room or something. But what I would use at nighttime is I love to use frankincense and copaiba on my feet. And I suppose with using the frankincense, because when we're asleep, it's the time when our bodies are recovering. You know, our digestion is done for the day and every organ of our body is recovering. So I love using the frankincense there just to help that cellular vitality, just that recovery within the body. And then as well as that, rubbing it on the feet, I use copaiba. So that's just really to help just to calm things down. You know, maybe I might be working kind of late on in the evening as well, so I might be kind of stimulated in some way. But using those two just really helps to calm me down, just to help me to switch off and get to sleep, because I will be tired, because I am an early riser like you as well, Sergio. So it's a great way just to help, just to relax and calm down, and to make sure you're getting a good night's sleep, because it's such a great thing to be able to rely on, to be able to get a good night's sleep, because I know that so many people struggle with sleep these days as well.
I think I may take some tips from you regarding what to do before bedtime. I'll start applying some frankincense myself. Definitely with together with copaiba on my feet. I used to take these inside, you know, under my tongue. Once in a while, every time I felt like I don't know, some discomfort or something, but just to pump up. But rubbing them on my feet during the evening, I think that's a really great point. Thanks for the advice, Niall.
I think my favorite one from you is the cardamom in my coffee. I'm gonna try that tomorrow for sure, because I love that oil, and I never thought of doing that. So thank you for that one.
Sure.
So I think we've covered a lot of what we go through in the day in terms of using the oils, and for anybody who's watching, and especially the guys, but anybody, you know, just enter in maybe any comments on, you know, what you might use yourself in situations like we've discussed, and you know, we'd love to hear some of those comments as well. So thanks so much for joining us, and we'll talk to you all again soon.
Thanks a lot, guys. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for reminding me how much I love essential oils. Up next, Pat Condon has some great tips for skincare and hair care with essential oils, and how they can boost your confidence and self-worth.
Hi, my name is Pat Condon, and I'm a doTERRA wellness advocate from Ireland. Today I'm going to talk to you about doTERRA products, how I use them, and also hacks that I've learned along the way by using these. So I'll go into that in a little further detail. But before I do that, I would just like to speak about how doTERRA products came into our household. So initially, they were brought into the house to support the health of my children. I initially didn't have the interest in them, but I was amazed at how they were helping my kids. It was only when I personally started using them that I saw how beneficial they were and how good they could be for me to help support different things throughout my everyday activities. The first oil that I used that I saw a reaction to that I was immensely impressed by was balance. So balance helped me in many different ways, but the one thing that I absolutely love about using balance is the support it gives me during my feelings of stress, and how I'm able to control my feeling of stress when I have the grounding blend applied. So different ways I apply my balance oil. In the morning when I used to wake up, I would apply it to the soles of my feet, and then to be proactive, because sometimes we know and we have a feeling that our stress levels may be increasing due to different things throughout our work life, family life. I apply it to my wrists and I inhale 5 good deep breaths of balance. And over the past 12 months, the adaptive oil has come on the market. Now I find I love the adaptive oil. I use the adaptive oil as the same basis of using my balance oil, but I just love that heightened sense of energy I get also when I use my adaptive oil. The products that I'm really using every single day is my Deep Blue. So years and years of sport has taken its toll, and I have joint limitations and some aches and pains, and I use Deep Blue to support my feelings of aches and pains. I really feel they keep my mobility really high. While I'm playing sports, I love that warm and cooling feeling that the Deep Blue gives me. I also use the Deep Blue polymers, polyphenol complex. I take them every single day with my Long Life Vitality, which has been another game changer. The other oils that I absolutely adore is my Motivate and Intune. So my Motivate and Intune, I use these predominantly in my work environment. I always apply these oils prior to wanting that feeling of having immense concentration, heightened senses of what I'm doing, and Motivate and Intune are my go-to oils for those feelings. I also use Tri-Ease capsules, and I take them also on a daily basis. They help support the seasonal threats, and I found that when I'm using my Tri-Ease, my seasonal threats are managed much better for me. Now, what I would like to just discuss with you is a few of the hacks I've learned along the way. So I remember one evening, prior to going out for dinner, I was going in to have a shave. And of course I'd run out of shaving foam. So I was like, you know, what can I use as an alternative? So I remembered years ago while having a Turkish shave in a barber's of smell of eucalyptus. So went in and I got some eucalyptus and I applied it to my skin. And what I would say was it felt like the most amazing shave I've ever had. So since then I have been experimenting, and I've now narrowed it down to prior to shaving, I apply a hot cloth to my face to open up the pores. And then I get some carrier oil, just about a teaspoon of carrier oil, place it in my hand. I use 2 drops lavender, 1 drop tea tree and 1 drop eucalyptus. And then basically just rub that all into the face of the area in which I'm going to shave. A little tip I would also give is sometimes, you know, when you're using, say, shaving foam products, you put on the tap and rinse your hands. So when you've applied the oils, don't rinse your hands, because when you're shaving, if you want to just apply that little bit, you still have the residue on your hand, and I find it phenomenal. I used to suffer a lot of redness post-shaving, and I have to say, since I now use the essential oils for shaving, I really enjoy shaving, something that I didn't do in the past. So I would highly recommend trying that. And then another tip in relation to shaving, if you're away and you forget to bring your oils for shaving, if you're lucky enough that you have the doTERRA conditioner, it's a fantastic alternative, and it gives the same feeling, gives you a really close shave. So I would highly recommend that. Other hacks that I've learned along the way is if you have the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. So in your vehicle, in your washer bottle, put a squirt of it into the washer bottle when you're applying your water. It is phenomenal for getting residue off the windscreen while you're driving. And the way it actually works with the wipers is phenomenal. It's like you would have stopped, got out and scrubbed your windscreen. There's no residue from anything that's on your windscreen. I'm a big fan of the rollers. I love the touch bottles. I love the Intune, the Motivate, your Zen Gest. I love the way they come pre-made. I do a lot of traveling, so I always have them in my hand luggage with me. I find them absolutely phenomenal, from helping those to rest so you can get a couple of hours sleep while flying, to the Motivating, the Intune as well if you just need to concentrate while you're traveling. And absolutely, so I am converted. I'm now a wellness advocate, and I love sharing these products with everybody. I hope you found this information useful. Thank you very much.
That was awesome, Pat. I will definitely steal some of your tips. Do you have a secret beauty essential oil? I would love for you to write it down in the chat. Our next speaker is from my home country, Romania. Dan Oros is going to explore a theme that is almost taboo for men: emotions. I can't wait to hear your take on this very important and complex subject. Please join me in welcoming Dan.
Vă salut cu drag din România, de la Cluj-Napoca. Mă numesc Dan Oros, sunt doTERRA Blue Diamond și aromaterapeut certificat. De 28 de ani sunt practicant yoga, iar de 23 de ani sunt profesor yoga. În 2013, împreună cu iubita mea, Simona Darabant, am fondat școala spirituală Spanda Project, un proiect care urmărește să abordeze ființa și sănătatea dintr-o perspectivă holistică. Sănătatea și vindecarea holistică se adresează tuturor dimensiunilor ființei, fizic, psihic, emoțional, mental, spiritual. Asta și pentru că a fi sănătos înseamnă mai mult decât să nu fii bolnav. În această conferință o să vă vorbesc despre cum, ca bărbați, să ne conectăm la emoții și cum să le procesăm. Există înrădăcinat o credință conform căreia bărbații nu ar trebui să-și exprime emoțiile, pentru că acesta ar fi un semn de slăbiciune. Acest lucru categoric nu este adevărat și în cele ce urmează o să vă și explic de ce. Trăim într-o creație duală în care absolut totul are două fațete, masculin, feminin sau plus minus, yang, yin, sus, jos și așa mai departe. Celebrul simbol din tradiția taoistă, Tai Chi-ul, de fapt ne sugerează același lucru, că în creație nu există nimic care să nu aibă amândouă polaritățile, masculin, feminin, plus, minus. Diferă doar proporțiile în care le regăsim în diferite aspecte ale creației. Atât în Occident cât și în Orient ni se spune de mii de ani că sufletul nostru este precum o sferă care are două jumătăți, una masculină și una feminină. Și că pentru a deveni compleți este necesar să dezvoltăm ambele emisfere ale ființei. Carl Gustav Jung, celebrul psiholog, punctează chiar că emisfera superioară a sufletului nostru este reprezentată de un arhetip care pentru bărbat este femeia interioară, iar pentru femeie este bărbatul interior. Din punct de vedere spiritual, unul dintre demersurile esențiale este acela de a echilibra ființa, de a trezi în ființa noastră plenar ambele aspecte, și masculin și feminin, să atingem ceea ce se numește starea androginală. Este o stare care ne va proiecta direct înspre inima noastră spirituală, va facilita revelarea sau trezirea inimii spirituale, care de fapt este obiectivul fundamental în spiritualitate. Tradițiile spirituale orientale ne spun că fiecare dintre noi avem 5 corpuri. Corpul fizic, corpul eteric sau bioenergetic, corpul mental, emoțional, corpul supramental și corpul cauzal. La diferite corpuri, bărbații și femeile se manifestă diferit. De exemplu, la nivelul corpului fizic, bărbatul este preponderent masculin, iar femeia preponderent feminină. Tocmai de aceea, la nivelul corpului fizic, bărbatul este mai puternic decât femeia. La nivelul corpului următor, eteric sau bioenergetic, aici lucrurile se inversează. Bărbatul este preponderent feminin, iar femeia este preponderent masculină. Așa se explică și faptul că, de exemplu, femeia face față mult mai bine senzației de durere. Da? De asemenea, femeia este, din punct de vedere sexual, mult mai puternică decât bărbatul. La nivelul următorului corp apare din nou o inversare, pentru că, vedeți, în creație jocul polarităților este acela de a le împerechea, de a le alterna. Deci, la nivelul corpului mental-emoțional, bărbatul este preponderent masculin, iar femeia este preponderent feminină. Și asta face ca bărbatul să poată să controleze mult mai bine emoțiile și mentalul decât o face femeia. Pe de altă parte, femeia este mai empatică. La nivelul următoarelor două corpuri, supramental și cauzal, aici nu mai vorbim de polarități în acest mod cum am vorbit la primele 3 corpuri. Practic, ceea ce noi numim suflet, din punct de vedere tehnic, înseamnă aceste două corpuri, supramental și cauzal. La acest nivel, noi experimentăm trezirea sau revelarea inimii spirituale. Acesta este tărâmul stării de liniște și pace interioară, de fericire oceanică sau cosmică, de beatitudine. Fiecare dintre noi experimentăm tot felul de emoții, emoții negative sau emoții pozitive. Mulți oameni încearcă să își suprime emoțiile negative, însă acest lucru nu este un lucru bun. Demersul corect este acela de a lăsa emoțiile negative să se exprime, bineînțeles în măsura în care acest lucru nu agresează alte ființe. Deci lăsăm să se exprime aceste emoții și le observăm conștient, atenți, detașați. Da? Această atitudine de observare, de conștientizare, ne va permite treptat să ne eliberăm de sclavia emoțiilor inferioare, da? Și să ne dezvoltăm capacitatea de a experimenta conștient, la voință, acele emoții pe care ni le dorim în viața noastră. Cum putem utiliza uleiurile esențiale în direcția de a trezi în noi emoții constructive, pozitive? Și uleiurile ne pot ajuta enorm în această direcție. Știm cu toții că atunci când noi mirosim un ulei esențial, particule fine din ulei ajung nefiltrat la sistemul limbic, cel care controlează emoțiile noastre. Ei bine, întotdeauna uleiurile esențiale trezesc la nivel subconștient emoții pozitive, constructive. Da? Dacă dorim, de exemplu, să ne amplificăm anumite tipuri de emoții în ființa noastră, atunci putem utiliza uleiuri esențiale sau blenduri care acționează exact pe direcția dorită. Putem chiar să combinăm utilizarea uleiurilor esențiale cu anumite tehnici spirituale, de exemplu din yoga, și atunci, categoric, eficiența va fi una mult mărită. La doTERRA avem la dispoziție o mulțime de uleiuri și blenduri care ne pot ajuta pentru a trezi ne pot ajuta să trezim emoții pozitive, constructive. Și haideți să vă dau câteva exemple. Da? Serenity pentru o stare de liniște, peace pentru o stare de pace, motivate pentru motivare, cheer pentru înveselire, forgive pentru iertare, consolare pentru împăcare, adaptive pentru calmare și adaptare, da? Arise pentru înălțare, align pentru centrare, anchor pentru stabilitate. Sau, de exemplu, avem uleiuri single, cum sunt tămâia, smirna, santalul, care ne dau o stare de elevare, de purificare, de înălțare și așa mai departe. Există suficiente informații despre modul acesta de acțiune asupra emoțiilor, asupra uleiurilor esențiale, așa că vă invit să studiați mult mai în detaliu acest subiect. O să vorbim acum puțin despre emoții și chakre. Da? În anul 2022 cam toată lumea știe despre chakre. Ce sunt chakrele? Chakrele sunt niște vortexuri de energie prin intermediul cărora captăm energie din macrocosmos, respectiv emitem energie către macrocosmos. Chakrele controlează întreaga noastră existență. Da? De aceea ele sunt foarte importante. Emoțiile pe care noi le experimentăm sunt corelate cu cele 7 chakre fundamentale. Da? Ca orice lucru din această creație, și chakrele au polarități. Da? Plus masculin emisiv și minus feminin receptiv. Da? Demersul nostru ar trebui să fie acela de a energiza chakrele și de a le echilibra. De ce este important acest lucru? Pentru că atunci când chakrele noastre sunt dezechilibrate, noi vom experimenta defectele și emoțiile negative corelate cu chakrele, iar atunci când chakrele sunt echilibrate, atunci noi vom experimenta calitățile și emoțiile pozitive asociate cu chakrele. În yoga există o mulțime de tehnici care ne ajută să energizăm și să echilibrăm chakrele, însă putem utiliza împreună cu aceste tehnici uleiuri esențiale. Da? Utilizarea uleiurilor esențiale împreună cu tehnicile spirituale, yogine în acest caz, amplifică mult efectul pe care îl au acele tehnici. Da? Acum, fiecare ulei esențial este asociat sau rezonează preponderent cu una sau mai multe dintre chakre. Nu vom avea acum timpul necesar să facem astfel de corelații, însă, având în vedere structura complexă pe care o au uleiurile esențiale, conținând sute de principii active, vă dați seama că domeniul lor de exprimare, de manifestare este unul foarte larg. O să vorbesc acum despre un subiect care mie mi-este foarte drag, și anume despre emoții, uleiuri esențiale și programarea sau reprogramarea subconștientului. Da? De ce îmi place acest subiect? Chiar am un curs de reprogramare a subconștientului în care abordez aceste lucruri. Lumea noastră exterioară nu este altceva decât o proiecție a lumii noastre interioare. Proiectul realității pe care noi o experimentăm se scrie la nivelul minții subconștiente. Proiectul acesta al realității este constituit din programe subconștiente. Ce sunt programele subconștiente? Sunt credințe, convingeri, obiceiuri, tendințe. Cum se creează astfel de programe? Aceste programe se creează prin repetiție și emoție. Da? De exemplu, avem o idee pe care o exprimăm printr-o afirmație, pe care o repetăm zilnic, minim 5 minute, și pe care o încărcăm cu o emoție specifică, care, bineînțeles, este potrivită cu genul acela de afirmație. Repetăm zilnic acest exercițiu până când acea idee, acea afirmație se încarcă cu suficient de multă energie pentru ca ea să devină un program subconștient automat. Când se petrece acest lucru, ea se comportă ca un perpetuum mobile, vibrează non-stop și creează pentru noi circumstanțe și conjuncturi specifice. De exemplu, dacă urmărim să atingem prosperitatea, da? Atunci vom putea opera cu o afirmație de genul eu sunt prosper, da? Și simultan cu repetiția acestei afirmații, noi vom urmări să evocăm imagini, emoții și sentimente corespunzătoare situații în care deja suntem prosperi. Da? Aceasta este o tehnică de reprogramare a subconștientului extrem de eficientă. Cel mai adesea, aceste programe subconștiente se creează inconștient pe baza unor emoții negative. Da? Tocmai de aceea este foarte important să începem să realizăm programarea subconștientului într-un mod conștient, la voință, utilizând emoții constructive. Întotdeauna când noi trăim o emoție, vom hrăni în subconștient idei, tendințe, programe care rezonează pe aceeași frecvență de vibrație cu tipul de emoție pe care îl experimentăm. Da? Și vă dați seama că dacă vrem să hrănim programe constructive, va trebui să urmărim să experimentăm mai tot timpul emoții pozitive, constructive. Uleiurile esențiale ne pot ajuta enorm în acest proces pentru că v-am mai precizat faptul că ele întotdeauna trezesc în ființa noastră doar emoții pozitive, constructive. Emoțiile noastre pot să fie adversarul nostru dacă le lăsăm să se exprime într-o formă negativă, neconstructivă, dar, de asemenea, dacă noi începem și cultivăm conștient la voință emoții constructive, pozitive, benefice, atunci vom putea cu ajutorul lor să ne construim o realitate paradisiacă în care să fim sănătoși, fericiți, prosperi și liberi. Da? Și uleiurile esențiale doTERRA ne ajută enorm în acest demers. În concluzie, ca bărbați este important să învățăm cum să ne permitem să exprimăm emoțiile, să le conștientizăm și să le gestionăm optim, în așa fel încât viața noastră să fie una paradisiacă. Da? Acest lucru probabil că ne va face vulnerabili într-o primă fază, dar pe termen mediu și lung ne va face mult mai puternici, ne va face capabili să putem să devenim cu adevărat stăpânii vieții noastre. Cu aceasta eu închei și vă mulțumesc pentru atenție și vă doresc să vă creați fiecare dintre voi acea realitate paradisiacă pe care vă doriți. Mulțumesc!
Mulțumesc, Dan. It's always so enlightening to listen to you. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. Up next, we have Oliver Kirsten from Germany with an unusual talk. Curious? It's coming right up.
Okay, guten Tag, los geht's. Mein Name ist Oliver Kersten-Petsch und ich habe die große Freude, dass ich gefragt wurde, ob ich an diesem Tag was beitragen möchte und gerne was aus meiner Sicht über doTERRA und das Leben rund um und mit doTERRA erzählen will. Und hey, klar will ich das. Ich mache den ganzen Tag nichts anderes, als über Öle zu sprechen, über doTERRA zu sprechen, über die Arbeit rund um doTERRA zu sprechen. Und genau das mache ich heute hier. Jetzt stellt sich doch die allererste Frage, warum bist du heute hier? Warum sitzt du jetzt in diesem Moment vor deinem Rechner und schaust dir das an, was ich hier zu erzählen habe und was meine ganzen Kollegen rundum über diesen Tag heute erzählen? Warum bist du hier? Vielleicht, weil du die Öle toll findest. Super Möglichkeit. Es ist nicht schwer, diese Öle toll zu finden. Vielleicht, weil du natürliche Alternativen für die Herausforderungen suchst, die du jeden Tag so um dich herum hast. Vielleicht ganz simpel, weil du ganzheitlicher, gesünder leben möchtest. Das ist eine gute Möglichkeit. Oder, was bei doTERRA auch ganz, ganz oft vorkommt, weil deine Frau gesagt hat, hey, setz dich doch mal hin und schau es dir an. Ganz oft ist es bei doTERRA so, dass die Frauen die sind, die anfangen. Die das Gefühl haben, irgendwas verändern zu wollen. Oftmals sind die Frauen näher an ihrem Gefühl insgesamt und näher an der Natürlichkeit in unserem Leben. Und auch bei mir war es vor einigen Jahren, 4 Jahre ist es jetzt her, genau so, dass ich irgendwann damals in meinem Laden stand. Ich hatte einen Friseurladen in der Münchner Innenstadt mit einigen Mitarbeitern und meine Frau in Kombination mit ihrer besten Freundin irgendwann vor mir stand und sagte, hey, kennst du eigentlich Deep Blue? Ich hatte oft Schmerzen und Deep Blue war irgendwie so das erste Öl, mit dem ich in Kontakt kam. Ich fand Deep Blue großartig, da hatte meine Frau schon lang die komplette Hausapotheke zu Hause und war schon viel tiefer in der Materie. Irgendwann kam ich an den Punkt, wo ich Zitrone im Wasser getrunken habe und ich hatte da unheimlich Spaß dran, aber es hat relativ lang gedauert, bis ich wirklich tiefer in dieses Thema eingestiegen bin. Ich bin prinzipiell sehr offen, aber ich habe trotzdem erstmal geguckt, okay, was passiert, was macht sie da, wie macht sie das und habe mich stückweise inspirieren lassen und habe immer mehr die Öle verwendet in Momenten, wo ich sonst mit anderen Produkten, Ideen oder was auch immer gearbeitet habe. Also zurück zur Frage, warum bist du heute hier? Das sind alles tolle Gründe. Alle Gründe, die ich aufgezählt habe. Mehr Natürlichkeit, mehr Ganzheitlichkeit, mehr Kontrolle über das, was du tust. Genauer zu wissen, was ist in den Produkten, wie funktionieren diese Produkte, was kann ich machen. Alles tolle Gründe. Meiner Meinung nach ist es noch ein ganz, ganz anderer Grund. Du bist Teil einer völlig neuen Generation. Wenn du darüber nachdenkst, ich bin 44, 45 und ich weiß nicht, wie alt du bist, aber vielen, vielen Männern wird vor allem in der frühen Kindheit und in der Jugend erzählt, Sprüche wie, ein Indianer kennt keinen Schmerz, echte Männer weinen nicht, bla bla bla. All diese Sachen, die uns eigentlich immer weiter von unseren Gefühlen und unserer Natürlichkeit wegbringen. Ich glaube, die Zeit ist vorbei. Ich glaube, das ist einfach abgehakt. Diese patriarchischen Zeiten, wo ein großer Stammesfürst irgendwo sitzt und erzählt, was machen wir, wie machen wir es und alle tanzen nach dem Ding. Ich glaube, wir kommen in ein Zeitalter der Selbstkontrolle, wir kommen in ein Zeitalter der Selbstverantwortung, der Situation, selbst zu gucken, was uns gut tut, was für uns funktioniert, wie wir leben wollen. Und ein großer Teil, so kann ich es auch aus meiner Geschichte erzählen, ist die Inspiration bei unseren Frauen, die einfach an diesen Gefühlen oftmals näher dran sind. Das heißt, nimm doch die Inspiration an den Punkten, wo sie da sind. Lass uns anfangen, uns zu lösen von irgendwelchen veralteten Bildern, in denen wir arbeiten und wenn wir Schmerzen von der Arbeit haben, dann laufen wir in die Apotheke und holen uns 3 Sachen, die die Symptome erschlagen, um am nächsten Tag wieder weiter kämpfen zu können. Das Bild ist durch. Es geht darum, ganzheitlich, gesünder zu leben. Es geht darum, gesund zu bleiben. Es geht darum, eine hohe Energie zu haben. Es geht darum, wirklich am Leben teilzunehmen und nicht zu versuchen, es zu überleben. Das bringt mich auf den nächsten Punkt. Warum bin ich hier? Warum stehe ich jetzt vor dieser Kamera und warum erzähle ich dir was ich hier mache? Mein Warum ist ganz einfach. Ich stehe morgens auf, um eigenständige, selbstbestimmte, außergewöhnliche Menschen zu inspirieren und sie zu befähigen, ihre Energie zu erhöhen. In Konsequenz der Erhöhung deiner Energie und vieler Menschen um dich rum, die ihre Energie mit erhöhen, erhöht sich die Konsequenz, die Energie auf diesem ganzen Planeten. Die Energie dieses Planeten wird hochgehen. Und dadurch sind wir auf Dauer in der Lage, aus diesem Planeten einfach eine bessere Welt zu kreieren. Stück für Stück, Schritt für Schritt und Tropfen für Tropfen können wir diese Welt tatsächlich schöner machen. Warum nehme ich als Werkzeug, als Tool für dieses Projekt doTERRA? Extrem einfach. doTERRA ist für mich selbst Natürlichkeit, Sinnlichkeit, Nachhaltigkeit, Unabhängigkeit, Selbstbestimmung und somit in letzter Konsequenz Freiheit. doTERRA hat zwei ganz große Bereiche aus meiner Sicht, in die man es aufteilen kann. Es gibt einmal das Produkt, die Öle, die Nahrungsergänzungsmittel, alles, was wir in diesem Bereich haben. Und es gibt auf der anderen Seite das Business rund um doTERRA. Das heißt, es ist einmal der Kunde, einmal der Berater. Vollkommen egal, an welchem Punkt du jetzt gerade bist, du bist am genau richtigen Punkt. Egal, ob deine Begeisterung gerade an dem Punkt ist, dass du sagst, hey, ich will ganzheitlich gesünder leben, ich will selbst die Kontrolle dafür übernehmen und ich verwende die und die und die Produkte. Oder ob du sagst, hey, ich will in eine ganz andere Richtung gehen, ich will andere Menschen unterstützen, genauso wie ich es tue, gesünder zu leben. Ich will Menschen unterstützen, freier zu leben. Deswegen berate ich in dem Bereich, es ist genauso in Ordnung. Das eine schließt das andere nicht aus, ganz im Gegenteil. Über 80% der Menschen, die mit doTERRA zu tun haben, sind reine Kunden. Der Übergang zum Berater ist oftmals völlig fließend. Selbst da ist es nicht so, dass du sagst, okay, ich bin jetzt Berater. Viele Menschen teilen einfach die Sachen, die sie selber begeistern, die ihnen selbst helfen mit ihrer Familie und ihren Freunden. Sind sogenannte Sharer und haben die Möglichkeit, auf Dauer ihre Produkte deutlich günstiger bis hin zu kostenlos zu beziehen. Oder Menschen wie meine Frau Angela und ich, die Vollzeit nichts anderes machen, als doTERRA zu beraten, Menschen zu begeistern, Kunden zu begeistern, ihre Beraterteams zu unterstützen, um ganzheitlich freier zu leben. Egal, wo du da bist, jedes der Adjektive, die ich vorher gesagt habe, ob es Natürlichkeit ist, Sinnlichkeit ist, Nachhaltigkeit ist, Unabhängigkeit, selbstbestimmt oder halt eben frei, findest du in beiden Bereichen. Lass uns erstmal auf die Seite der Produkte gehen. Natürlichkeit, Reinheit. Die zwei Punkte sind, glaube ich, mit einer der stärksten Säulen von doTERRA. Die Öle, Certified Pure Tested Grade, sind die hochwertigsten ätherischen Öle, die du aktuell auf diesem Planeten finden kannst. Aus über 50 Ländern werden die besten Rohstoffe für die besten Öle geerntet. Direkt vor Ort wird weiter verarbeitet und wir können absolut sicher sein, dass auf beiden Seiten der Flasche die Menschen profitieren. Wir haben keine Ausbeutung, wir haben keine Billiglohnarbeiter, wir haben keine riesengroßen Felder, auf denen irgendwer arbeitet. Wir haben Menschen, die mit ihrer Begeisterung und ihrem Herzblut daran beteiligt sind, die hochwertigsten ätherischen Öle dieser Welt in diese kleinen braunen Flaschen zu bringen, die ihr zu Hause habt. Das heißt, sowohl auf der einen Seite verdienen Bauern, Destillateure, alle Menschen, die damit zu tun haben, ein faires Geld, um sich ein gutes Leben ermöglichen zu können. Auf der anderen Seite hast du dein Öl und mit dem Öl die Möglichkeit, in Selbstverantwortung für dein Wohlbefinden zu sorgen. Du kannst deine Familie versorgen. Und hey Männer, ganz im Ernst, die Zeiten sind auch vorbei, wo sich ein Kind verletzt, den Finger schneidet oder krank ist und ihr schreit nach eurer Frau. Nehmt die Kraft selber, wenn euer Kind vom Fahrrad stürzt. Du hast die Mittel in der Hand, deinem Kind Trost zu spenden oder auch Wunden zu versorgen. Wenn du andere gesundheitliche Herausforderungen mit deinen Kindern hast, wir haben selbst 4 Kinder in unserer Familie, nimm dir die Kraft, sei verantwortlich, geh mit deinen Kindern dran. Bei einem Schnitt im Finger das richtige Öl zu finden, das den Schmerz eventuell ein bisschen stillen kann, das die Verheilung einfach eventuell unterstützen kann. Bring deine Kinder in die Verantwortung, sich selbst zu vertrauen, auf sich selbst zu hören und wieder ein wirklich solides Gefühl zu entwickeln, was ist gut für mich und wie verwende ich, was gut ist für mich. Dann haben wir den Bereich der Nachhaltigkeit. Was doTERRA Öle darstellen, sind eine absolut klare Vertriebskette. Wie ich schon gesagt habe, niemand wird irgendwo unterdrückt, ausgebeutet. Niemand leidet, um dieses Produkt am Ende gewinnen zu können. Im Gegenteil, jeder wird unterstützt. An den besten Orten der Welt werden die besten Rohstoffe erst angepflanzt, dann geerntet. Die Bauern werden fair bezahlt und haben somit die Möglichkeit, selbst ein wertvolles, schönes Leben leben zu können. Darüber hinaus sorgt doTERRA dafür, dass wir immer genug dieser Rohstoffe haben, dass diese Rohstoffe auf den besten Böden wachsen, um wirklich sicher gehen zu können, dass wir keine Belastungen, Schwermetalle oder was auch immer in Böden sein kann, am Ende in unseren Produkten haben. Unabhängigkeit. Was hat dieses Produkt mit Unabhängigkeit zu tun? Unabhängigkeit ist dann für mich gegeben, wenn ich irgendeine Herausforderung habe und ich habe eine natürliche, nebenwirkungsfreie bzw. Möglichkeit ohne unerwünschte Nebenwirkungen, weil alles hat irgendeine Nebenwirkung, aber zumindest keine unerwünschte Nebenwirkung. Ich habe meine Produkte, meine Antwort für jede Herausforderung meines Alltags immer zur Hand. Ich brauche niemanden, der mich da weiterbringt oder mich in meine Kraft bringt. Ich bin selbst dafür verantwortlich, unabhängig für mein Wohlbefinden sorgen zu können. Wie ihr merkt, ist diese Selbstbestimmung ein sehr, sehr großes Thema für mich, weil ich der Meinung bin, dass Selbstbestimmung letztendlich in Freiheit endet. Wenn ich nicht abhängig davon bin, dass jemand mir zeigt, wie ich wo was verwende, das heißt nicht, dass du bei doTERRA nicht deinen Berater fragen kannst, der dich inspiriert, der dir Sachen zeigt. Aber es gibt unendlich Literatur. Wir haben tolle Fortbildungsgruppen, wo du wirklich alles erfährst, was du in welchem Moment tun kannst, um eventuell besser dazustehen als vorher. Die gleichen Punkte im Bereich, was Arbeiten mit doTERRA angeht. Was ist die Reinheit und die Natürlichkeit in Bezug auf die Arbeit mit doTERRA? doTERRA ist eine Firma, die einer kleinen Handvoll Menschen gehört, ohne Fremdfinanzierungen, ohne irgendwelchen bösen Firmen, die im Hintergrund dranhängen. Das heißt, du bist in absoluter Klarheit, mit wem habe ich es zu tun, wer ist um mich herum, was passiert mit dem Geld, das bei doTERRA verdient wird. Da ist eine absolute Klarheit und eine absolute Reinheit genauso gegeben wie im Produkt. Die Sinnlichkeit. Was ist die Sinnlichkeit? Die Sinnlichkeit beim Produkt ist ganz simpel. Du hast die Möglichkeit, jede Energie, die gerade stattfindet, jede Stimmung, jede Laune zu verändern, indem du ein Öl nimmst. Ich habe Adaptive, die entstressende Mischung, das aufzutragen, einzuatmen und einfach mal zu gucken, was verändert sich. Du hast keine Möglichkeit, mit richtig schlechter Laune an einem Öl zu riechen und es verändert sich nichts. Die Signale von deinem olfaktorischen Nerv in dein limbisches System passieren, ob du willst oder nicht, ob du dran glaubst oder nicht. Und du schaffst es, durch einen sinnlichen Impuls deine Wahrnehmung zu verändern und auf deine Stimmung erheblichen Einfluss zu nehmen. Genauso ist es aber sinnlich, mit jemandem zu arbeiten, wo du wirklich dein Interesse darin siehst, ihm weiterzuhelfen. sich für den Menschen zu interessieren, in die Tiefe zu gehen und zu gucken, wie kann ich als Berater dafür sorgen, dass es meinem Kunden besser geht? Wie kann ich dein Leben jeden Tag schöner machen? Die Nachhaltigkeit. Die Nachhaltigkeit ist wiedergegeben durch die Situation, dass du was aufbaust. Du fängst klein an, du berätst die ersten 1, 2 Menschen und es werden immer mehr. Und zwar ganz von selber. Als ich angefangen habe, mit doTERRA zu arbeiten, habe ich den Spruch gehört, du machst die Kontakte und die Öle machen die Arbeit. Ich fand es damals sehr, sehr groß, dieses Bild, und ich war auch tatsächlich ein bisschen skeptisch. Jetzt, viele Jahre später, kann ich sagen, im Endeffekt war es ganz genauso. Diese Öle sind so fantastisch, so bereichernd, so lebensverändernd, dass sie eigentlich die Arbeit von selber machen, wenn du in voller Begeisterung auf deinem Weg bleibst. Das bringt dich natürlich in eine absolute Unabhängigkeit. Ich kann arbeiten, wann ich will, wo ich will, und das Schönste ist, mit wem ich will. Ich muss gar nichts. Niemand ist mir weisungsbefugt und ich muss mich nicht um irgendwas kümmern, was meine Firma angeht. Ich bin komplett in meinem Ding. Wenn ich frei haben will, dann habe ich frei. Das ist meine Entscheidung. Das Tolle ist, ich will ganz selten frei haben, weil das, was ich mache, mache ich aus absoluter Begeisterung. Ich habe selbst bestimmt, das hier zu tun, und habe dadurch die Freiheit, wo ich will, wann ich will und mit wem ich will, zu arbeiten, die Öle zu teilen, meine Berater zu unterstützen, selbst tolle Erfahrungen zu machen und mich Tag für Tag um Menschen in meinem Umfeld zu kümmern, um immer dafür zu sorgen, dass ihr Leben ein kleines bisschen schöner und ein kleines bisschen besser ist. Was will ich? Ich will, dass du die Kontrolle über deinen Körper übernimmst, respektive die sie vielleicht zurückholst. Ich will, dass du direkt Einfluss nehmen kannst auf dein Energielevel, auf die Widerstandsfähigkeit deines Körpers. Ich will, dass du dich fühlst wie der Fels in der Brandung. Wie kannst du das machen? Du kannst dafür sorgen, dass dein Körper alles bekommt, was er braucht. Deine Nährstoffe müssen perfekt ausgeglichen sein. Es dürfen keine Mangelerscheinungen da sein. Dementsprechend, lass dich von deinem Berater genau beraten, was du machen kannst. Mit Lifelong Vitality, mit TerraZyme, mit Mito2Max, mit dem Polyphenolkomplex, mit all diesen großartigen Supplements, die mich extrem weiterbringen. Mein Energielevel ist auf einem vollkommen anderen Orbit, ein neuer Planet. Fang einfach an, probier's. Schau, wie du dich Tag für Tag optimieren kannst. Es geht nicht darum, dass du von den Toten auferstehen sollst. Es geht darum, dass du dein bestes Selbst darstellst, jeden Tag. Und das ist auf jeden Fall leichter möglich, wenn dein Energielevel funktioniert. Nimm die Öle als Tools in jedem Moment. Ob es deine Stimmung ist, ob es andere Herausforderungen sind. Arbeite mit den Ölen. Nutz die Literatur, frag deinen Berater und mach wirklich ein Projekt aus dir selbst. Schau, dass du die beste Version deiner selbst bist. Mach mit deinem Berater zusammen einen Plan. Wir können Tagespläne machen, wir können auf 90 Tagesziele arbeiten. Finde raus, wo sind deine Herausforderungen und erarbeite mit deinem Berater zusammen ein Konzept, wie man das ändern kann, um die beste Version deiner selbst zu sein. Darüber hinaus möchte ich dich ermutigen, die Kontrolle über dein Leben zu übernehmen, die Kontrolle über dein Leben zurückzugewinnen. Gehörst du zu den Menschen, die morgens in der U-Bahn stehen, eng auf eng, unter der Maske versteckt, kriegst kaum Luft, bist im Stress, weil du bist eigentlich jeden Morgen schon zu spät dran? Du fährst in einen Job, in eine Arbeitsstelle, die dir vielleicht gar keine Freude mehr macht? Kennst du das Gefühl? Dann überleg mal, ob du es veränderst. doTERRA bietet unendliche Möglichkeiten auf Basis eines extrem großzügigen Vergütungsplans durch die Beratung und durch das Weitergeben dieser großartigen Produkte auf Dauer ein tolles Zusatzeinkommen zu generieren oder, wie ich es seit einigen Jahren mache, Vollzeit davon zu leben, andere Menschen in ihre Kraft zu bringen, ganzheitlich, gesünder und schöner zu leben. Wenn dich das interessiert, sprich mit dem Menschen, der dich zu doTERRA gebracht hat. Sprich mit dem Menschen, der dir dieses Video gegeben hat und frag mal, wo es hingehen kann. Vor einigen Jahren war ich mit meiner Frau in Schweden. Wir waren in Stockholm und ich bin an einer, was war das, Werbeagentur vorbeigelaufen. Und im Fenster war ein ganz, ganz großes Neon Blink, Blink, Blink Sign und da stand Folgendes drauf. Build a life you don't need a vacation from. Kreiere dir ein Leben, von dem du keinen Urlaub brauchst. Es hat mich unglaublich inspiriert, es hat mich unglaublich gepackt und es hat mich damals auch wirklich unglaublich geschüttelt, weil zum Zeitpunkt, als ich das gelesen habe, war ich nicht in der Situation. Ich hatte einen Laden, der sehr gut lief, aber der mich wahnsinnig angestrengt hat. Ich hatte gesundheitliche Herausforderungen, ich habe viel Sport gemacht, ich habe immer sehr auf mich geachtet, aber trotzdem, hey, wir werden älter und es ist auch völlig in Ordnung so. Aber ich hatte Herausforderungen, auf die ich zu dem Zeitpunkt keine Antwort hatte. All das hat sich durch doTERRA in meinem Leben grundlegend verändert. Ich kann wirklich sagen, doTERRA hat mein Leben einmal komplett umgedreht und was rauskam, ist großartig. Das heißt, nutzt du für dich deinen Weg. Lass dich von Menschen um dich herum inspirieren. Hör vielleicht manchmal ein bisschen mehr auf deine Frau. Und wenn du noch an dem Punkt bist, wo du noch zweifelst, aber deine Frau begeistert ist, gib ihr Raum, hör ihr zu und lass dir erklären, warum sie die Sache so toll findet. Wenn dich das alles zu arg herausfordert, komme ich zurück zu meinem Adaptive. Rollst dir auf die Pulspunkte, atme tief durch und merk, wie die Kombination aus deinem olfaktorischen Nerv und deinem limbischen System arbeitet und dich extrem ausgleichen kann. Nimm dir Zeit, setz dich damit auseinander, finde deinen Weg, nutze unbedingt deinen Berater, um Fragen beantwortet zu bekommen. Und vielleicht sehen wir uns ja auf einem der nächsten Live-Events, weil genau der Weg dein Weg ist. Vielen Dank für deine Aufmerksamkeit, viel Spaß beim restlichen Tag und bis bald. Ciao.
Thank you for your inspirational talk and for sharing your unique mindset with us. Our Men's Wellbeing Day is coming to an end, but before we wrap it up, we have a final treat. Rodrigo and Silvina, our power couple, will reveal how they both got into essential oils and one very important tip. Keep it simple.
Hello, I'm Silvina.
I'm Rodrigo.
I've been doing the doTERRA business for 6 years now almost, and I've been doing it in Spain for 3 years now.
Yeah, she's been doing it. I'm just like the companion.
Enjoying the benefits.
Yes.
He's like friends with benefits.
Yeah, no, I'm guessing it's important to mention that because I don't do the business in general, but I'm definitely a hardcore user.
Absolutely. Yes, you are. We can tell.
Yeah, you know, that was an interesting point because I've always thought that I used a little bit of the oils, you know, but when we started preparing for this video and we started putting all the oils together, I went like, okay, maybe I'm more of a hardcore user than I thought.
Actually, it was like, please, we have to keep it.
This is what I use, okay, not her. Yeah, all of this.
On him.
I would say that it's mainly because you did it little by little. I didn't notice what you were doing.
And you know what? Actually, you're missing the coconut oil, the fractionated coconut oil.
That's
we
true.
do use it, and it's so important. So
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
I would miss that. I think you maybe you miss some other oil. So yeah, that's just like the basic things you use.
Yes, those are my basic things. So yeah, first thing is with the guys, it's better if you do it little by little. For me, I mean, Silvina was into oils from day one. She was into oils before
doTERRA, you were using tea tree, for example.
Yeah, but that was not even an essential oil, you know, when you buy them like in anywhere. But yeah, I used to use that in the shampoo of my kids.
Yeah.
My kids' shampoo.
So it was something that it always interested you. For me, it was something I didn't really notice a lot, you know. And when you brought doTERRA home, for me it was way too complex. Besides, Silvina is kind of intense with the rolls. She just has 1 or 2, maybe 3 bottles of each, and every type of oil there is. And for me it was too much. It was simply overwhelming, you know. And you're so good at it, and you know so much. So yeah, like
Now he's being flattering.
now, but why should I, you know, really care about it? So she was in charge of it, and I was just okay.
Until I left, right? To the Diamond Club.
Until she left to go Diamond Club. And then I was alone with the kids, and I wanted to have some of the benefits that the oils brought to our house. And but she wasn't home. She was traveling all around.
And it was the first time that I left all the oils because I only took samples for that specific trip. So it was the first time that he had all the oils. So he had no excuse like, oh no, because I didn't had anything, or I just have like some little things. But at that moment he had like every oil in the house and every touch oil in the house too.
Yeah. And that was the big difference for me, you know. For the touch kit was something very simple to use. For me, actually, it became so special that now I have my travel bag, and it's not just when we're home, but every time I travel anywhere.
But this is like his own, you know, like if
Nobody can.
exactly. If sometimes my kids we need something that it's not because he's so. You know, he always knows where his things are, and we're not like that. So we always know where to find his things. We cannot touch that oils, you know, like what's doTERRA like? Sharing, right? Like you have to share the oils and share the love. Not his. Exactly, just like that, like where's my bag?
Because they tend to get lost. So
Around the house, you can find them again.
yeah, live searching for oils. So yeah, so this is this is very simple for me. This is wonderful, you know, because I just needed to learn like the basics of each oil, the main thing that they can do,
Like the
and
grower kit.
and this was, you know, it's just you open it and put it on, and that's it, you know. So it was very simple, and for me it opened myself to understanding a little bit about the oils. Besides, I just need to learn about 10 oils.
Well, now you
No.
have like 13, right? Because you have
13,
roasted,
14,
adaptive, balance.
yeah.
Yeah.
I went further down the road with
So
that,
now
but it was a good start. Shower.
Please,
Okay.
please, after work, always get a shower.
Always get a shower. This has been a doTERRA.
A parenting tip.
Okay, so shampoo.
Yes.
I love the shampoo. I think it's wonderful. You know, after using it for so many years, whenever I'm outside and I'm traveling and I cannot bring it with me, I use some other shampoos and they feel so chemically enhanced, not in a nice way. And and the body wash.
He doesn't know it, but it has a slim and sassy on it. Keep it simple.
Yes. And for my face, yeah, I have a lot of how do you call it? Acne? Yeah. And yeah, I use the HD foaming face wash to help with that and to have it under control. Actually, when I run out of it after a couple of days, you can notice the difference. So yeah, it's very important. And that's for showering. So
Showering.
after I finished the shower, then comes all the extra products, you know, like deodorant, of course. Love it. And I put some Sal Bell on my...
Do you do the affirmations as I do? With
Yes, I do the affirmations
Why don't you
actually.
share your affirmation? Okay, I'm an extrovert, he's an introvert, so you don't have to if you don't want.
Yes, thank you.
Well, what I do, it's I say like something like, let me think it in English, like I'm infinite love and an infinite light. I'm infinite wisdom, for example.
My affirmations are actually quite the same. So yeah, and I put some extra HD clear. I don't know if I mentioned that I have a thing with acne. So yeah, I put a little bit extra.
Can I have it?
I forgot the rub that I also use sometimes.
Yeah, the cream.
The cream, sorry. Yeah, I also use the cream sometimes, but that's not like everyday thing. And then I put some adaptive for my beard. Yeah, it's a beard oil. I just like it, you know. And like those things, I could say a little bit about why they are there and why I use them. This is just something I love to put on, you know. Doing something with my beard is kind of nice.
I love it too.
And it smells adaptive, and you know, we're kind of a eagle family, so it helps.
Okay, now I need it.
You don't have a beard.
I don't care, it's adaptive smell, you know, it works anyway.
Okay,
So-
yeah.
Teeth? No, like that.
Oh yes, sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I wash my teeth and use the mouthwash and whatnot and all that, and and gel.
Because you
gel.
don't have it in. You
No,
probably.
I
Okay,
do have.
good.
And hair gel also. Again, wonderful, amazing thing. Every time I use another kind of gel, it feels sticky, you know.
Yeah,
it's
actually,
gel.
when we run out of it in Europe, he had it brought. I mean, he brought it from Mexico. So yeah, he has a thing with this product, like a. That's why he needs
So yeah, no, because it's a different. You know, you feel my hair right now, and it feels like it has no product at all.
I know.
And with that doesn't happen with any other kind of gel. So yeah, wonderful. So usually when I'm working, it's not like I'm still putting all oils, you know, but I do put something. She put something on the diffuser.
Do you do it yourself too?
Yeah, I do it myself,
don't
but
do it.
I'm kind of lazy for that. But
But you
yeah.
do it, right? When I just don't do it.
Yeah, sometimes.
Right.
Yes. So yeah, so some blends for the diffuser for being focused on that. It's the
Rosemary, peppermint,
you.
and lemon.
I was thinking for the word in English for Romero. Rosemary, peppermint, and lemon. And
Motivating on the other hand.
motivate, also wonderful option.
Yeah, now there will be people laughing about motivate. Yeah, it does help you to keep focused too.
Yes, that's good. So that's work, and then after work, yeah, well, we have to have a clean house. Another thing that I truly love is where is it? Here.
All-purpose cleaner.
The all-purpose cleaner, this concentrate. So for example, for dishes, you put just on some kind. I don't have the. Well, for example, for this is for the surfaces, you know. But you put a little bit of this and then some water. The amounts. Well, they actually here you can read the amounts, the recommended amounts. But
we do it by instinct.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can use this, of course, this recommendation. But yeah, so you put a little bit of this, a little bit of water, and then you have a wonderful cleaner with no strange chemicals, all natural.
We've been adding, since September, we've been adding to the all-purpose cassia.
Yes.
So at some point, I mean, I don't know if you do it. Whenever I refill them, I do put some cassia.
Yeah. or melaleuca also.
Tea tree, for the bathrooms.
Tea tree for the bathrooms. And yeah, so we do the different cleaners with that, and for the dishes and all that, and also laundry. Yay!
He's
loves
in
laundry?
charge of that part, yeah.
And yeah, my precious.
Yeah, once I had 1.5. So the one that was in use was maybe like, yeah, from around here. So I gave a friend of mine a whole complete bottle of it, because I thought like, yeah, I can buy one for me for the family next month. So we went out of it. Like, there was no detergent in Europe at all, like for 2 or 3 months, and he went nuts. He was like, ask your friend to give it you back. And I was like, of course not. But yeah, we had to buy a different one in another place, and yeah, he does.
Because I don't like using any other detergent now. Like, yeah, they all smell.
Yeah, but I'm the intense, right?
So yeah,
so poor kids, you're all thinking
laundry
poor
detergent.
kids.
Maybe we should cut this out because people might start buying it, and then we're gonna be
No,
gonna be
don't
less.
worry. No, it's
gonna be
abundance, sweetie, abundance. Stop with the scarcity, please.
Okay.
Use more
Then-
oils.
Yes, some oil for abundance.
Wild orange.
There you go. Let's get some wild orange right now. No. Okay, so yeah, then we have a clean house. And
Yeah, you were. I think you wanted to talk about the hand washer because you put it there.
Yes, also like I love this for hand washing. You know, if you have the dispenser from doTERRA, then it gives a foam, a delicious foam, and it's a wonderful feeling to wash your hands with this. Yeah. So okay, so we have a house clean, we're clean, and we've finished work. And everything went great. And then it's time to be a little bit more mindful, you know, and time to relax and all that. So for that, well, one great thing is the aroma touch technique, the aroma touch hand technique. So yeah, family-wise, between us and obviously with our kids, we sometimes, depending on what we need, or we use different oils and use the aroma touch technique to put them in the hands.
It's a beautiful way to connect with your family, sometimes to slow down the day, you know, when everything is in a rush. So it's like, okay, now we are all here, just let's look into our eyes and take 5 minutes to be together, connecting and bonding, and then you can have dinner and keep on doing things. But this time it's like a very quiet time, right?
Yes.
Sometimes I do love anyway to have a full aroma touch, like this hour of him giving it to me, like our being together or with the kids. I think that's a very amazing way for all the men to use the oils.
Guys, learn how to do an aroma touch.
Yeah. That was actually a birthday present I gave to myself
for me to learn.
Yeah. I was like, that's for me.
We have the diffuser and not just the normal diffuser, but also the diffuser with the humidifier at our room, and that's wonderful, you know. But really, sometimes we're just too tired.
I remember this friend of mine, this amazing Spanish leader, Sara Perry. She said she gave this amazing tip about having a bottle of water next to your bed table. So when I have it, we always use a diffuser. But sometimes, you know, like the bottle empties itself by itself, and no one refills it. So I don't have that option. So yeah.
So we're too tired, and we're not just gonna go and fill the diffuser. You know, it's really time to go to sleep. But you do want something to help you, and that's where this beauty comes from.
Yeah, I love it.
It's the Serenity Mist, and yeah, I mean, you can be as tired as you can. You just need to do on the pillows, and that's gonna help so much, you know.
Whenever I have this in my, because we switch it, or sometimes we have one in one
Each side of the
exactly.
bed.
So I love doing it when he's already like lying in the bed, just to do it in this part of his head, because afterwards when I hug him, he smells like serenity.
Oh,
so
that's
I
why
love,
you do it.
Of course.
I thought it was because you were helping me.
Yeah, it
like
also
something
helps
to go.
you. Because I rest better, so you rest better. Well, you're my second pillow,
Hello,
you know?
teddy bear here.
Of course.
Yeah, like, why am I amazed, no?
Exactly.
Yeah. The last thing is, there's so much to be thankful for.
I know. Yeah, thank you for it.
And so for me, this is probably my favorite oil, you know, and it's an oil to be thankful for, and it's an oil that reminds you to be thankful for everything in your life. And whenever I'm going to put myself in a difficult situation, you know, like in a negotiation or in a stressful situation, or I'm traveling or whatever, you know, I have this one in my pocket, you know, and just the fact of having it in my pocket helps, but I sometimes also use it because it's a beautiful, beautiful oil. And yeah, besides it smells amazingly well, and it's a rose touch. Originally, when we started, when we just started, the rose was such a precious thing and so difficult to be using and all that. So the day that the rose touch came, that was just
A
amazing.
thankful day to be.
A thankful day to be, yes. So
A day to be thankful for.
there you go. Better English.
No, not really.
And that's it. I'm sure we're way above the time that
So
we were
could
asked
finish
for.
it just being thankful for having this opportunity, and I invite you to use it, like just for being thankful for having the oil. Thank you very much, and thank you. I think you did an amazing job using your oil.
Thank you, my love. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Rodrigo and Silvina. That was so much fun. I couldn't think about a better way to end this day. Don't forget that today's sessions can be watched again for the next 7 days. I will definitely be sharing these talks, and I'm sure you will be too. I hope you have enjoyed our amazing speakers and all the knowledge they shared today. Let us know in the comments what's your biggest takeaway for today. It was an honor to be your host today. Thank you for joining us. I hope to see you all in Budapest for our Beyond convention. Bye!